ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 15 carries, 64 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, we know they clinch a playoff spot, but there's plenty of football left to play. And I'm a proponent of continuing to do what you've done throughout the season, especially with teams that are heavy run teams. Because if you throttle back too early, you lose the rhythm of the run game, not just with the runner, but with the offensive line as well.
It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Mason. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. This defense for the Chiefs, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Leo Chanel in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Herbert now. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive, and also give him a first down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And the numbers on the ground for Pacheco last week. 20 carries, 113 yards.
And a rushing title's definitely within sight, so the excitement on the offensive side of the football, I mean, they're bouncing off the walls wanting to get out there. But they also understand that they're going to face some really stacked defenses down the stretch because they don't want it to happen at their expense.
When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, they're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 of the league against the pass at number 28.
It's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is the #1 overall passing team in the NFL. But it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test. going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 10 on a Kansas City first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. Sliding out of the pocket. That ball caught. It's Rice. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He's able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And the nimble footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. In motion left goes Allen. 2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs are on the board first here this afternoon. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll run here with Mason. Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. 3rd and 3. Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete.
Oh, he got that? That's crazy.
Across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 2nd catch.
Man, I don't even feel like wasting my time.
First down.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago. So a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Herbert.
There we go. Glad I didn't call no challenge.
And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. Strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew's got one. There's no doubt.
Good job, Pacheco.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Again, it's Pacheco. A gain of 3, second down. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, they're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the passer, number 28.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown. 40 yards. And the Chiefs are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Now the Chargers,
I gotta get Keenan Allen one, man.
What they can do here. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. The drive begins with Mason. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Maybe a good
Phantom Rolls Royce.
Here's second and a yard from the 34. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A busy first quarter. His third catch of the afternoon is a first down. Back to throw here, Herbert. And that is in.
Good job, Bolton.
He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Second and 10. Here's Herbert once more. And he comes back with one complete. Down the sideline he goes. And finally wrestled down at the 11. A big play there for L.A. 51 yards.
And normally when you think about huge field flipping plays like this, it's that shifty slot receiver, that burner on the outside. Not here. That's a tight end doing work down the field. Where's the oxygen mask? He's going to need it after that one. A big, big play.
That's complete right around the 8. And he's brought down. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down.
That's a good effort there after the catch. He looked the ball in and then tried to get it to the goal line. What a nice tackle to get him down. But they're set up well now. First and goal at the 1.
Dobbins. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Toss play to Mason. And
good job, defense.
He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down. Out of the gun, Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Josh Palmer from 6 yards away. And the Chargers have cut it back within a score. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. And that one makes it 14-7. So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Josh Palmer. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This taken in right around the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And 3rd and 8 now.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Giving to the big tight end on 4th. And he lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10.
Good job.
Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle. And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack. 3rd catch of this 1st half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
Baby, what's up with y'all? I want to get next to it.
Now it's Herbert.
For some more. Let me go.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Stay smoking that green stuff. Stay that's the green stuff and then like that.
That's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a 1st down. Here's Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Herbert throwing again. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal. Herbert off of play action. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Chris Jones breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of...
Under pressure, they got him again. Cameron Hayward, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. On for the field goal now is Evan McPherson. This a 31-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
You don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
Good job.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions. And they're taking advantage of it.
Up in the sundown.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
January, November, December,
Second down and 8.
First of the month.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 31-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his one-on-two matchup.
Mahomes' throw complete there to Rice. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Now Mahomes. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Only a yard on the completion. It's second and goal.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal.
Damn!
Back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Here's Mahomes, third and goal. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to add on to that lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
All right.
Because you really need to rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer.
What's up, man?
Get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is, and of course the blocking.
Man, that nigga talking like he got away with robbing the bank.
For the touchdown.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
Niggas ain't catch me. I had, you know, they got them ski masks now where you can put somebody's face on it. Yeah, like you can really look like a person with a ski mask. Probably if you up close you can tell, but from a distance you ain't gonna know. Yeah, it's some crazy technology out here. I mean, I'm sure, I know they already got the real mask that you can put on, but also, man, you got another promotion at the job?
They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Dang, how did this come about?
Much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Mason. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back.
Yeah, I was going to say, that sounds like a new language. Yeah, some niggas going to go.
A little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
In motion, right one at a time.
Hey, you think Fresh Montana Mama going to leave?
Now they run. It's Mason. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up.
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Really on them times, bro.
Overexcited during the...
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
I've been studying a lot of stuff about investing, man. I'm so pissed about the knowledge, man.
And he was perfect, which maybe isn't surprising because he has not missed a pass in this game yet.
And it lets you know just how precise things have to be.
I'd be mad as hell, bro. I said I'd be mad as hell.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Yeah, I'm mad. I'm just mad at the environment I grew up in. How, you know, I just realized how much education we really don't know, bro.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back.
Like in all, like I'm talking about, bro, like in all areas, it's like, bro, you don't get this in school. Like I went to Clinton, bro, and niggas be thinking like Clinton's is outstanding, like scholarly. Man, Clinton wasn't talking about none of this shit.
Good pick up there at 20 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be.
But then it's like even the church. Yeah, even the church I went to, you know what I'm saying? It's like. Niggas don't even be educated on the Bible for real. Like, man, now that you got online church and you can listen to all these different preachers, you learn about so much stuff. There's so much in the Bible, bro, that people never cover. You be thinking the Bible really just about suffering.
From the 2 now.
Nigga, the Bible was mentioned, money was mentioned over 800 times in the Bible, bro.
They run it with Mason.
And they be having us thinking we ain't supposed to have money and almost like we ain't supposed to. Man, bro, it's a sin to be in poverty.
The previous week, he got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game.
For real, like, and I was telling the girl the girl I be messing with, I was telling her about it. She was just like, it is? I'm like, hell yeah. I said, in Hosea 4:6, it talking about how, you know, the people perish for a lack of knowledge. It's your job to seek the knowledge. If you ain't seeking the knowledge, you ain't gonna know. And if you don't know, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna be messed up. People don't even know how to deal with money. That's why a lot of people ain't got none. So, you know, yeah, bro, like, I be studying this stuff now. It's like, I'm kind of glad I'm at this point in my life with it, because I always said, bro, I don't want to be the person that get the big bag of money and then lose it. I'd rather never touch it. I'd rather never touch it than get it and lose it. Like Antoine Walker, bro. Antoine Walker blew through money people, it's generations will never see in a life, you know what I'm saying? Multiple generations. Like, this nigga had like almost 200 M's. No, it might have been 300. It might have been $300 million he had and lost it all.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard.
Yeah, man, but it comes from bad habits, poor investments, you know. So I've been on that a lot now, man, and it's like, man, bro, like, I'm dedicating a lot of time to just learning about money, bro, and seeing where, and just learning, you know, the importance of how you supposed to deal with it, man.
If you can get out of bounds after making a
and I said, man, if you can't, anybody I know with some money, I'm trying to pick their brain apart.
Or clock it and start over again.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. That one caught by Rice. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Mahomes going to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
Oh, yeah, index.
Inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Open man right side is St. Brown. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
Hey, man. Yeah, man, like, same here, bro. But what I learned is you just got to look at it like, you can't be 21 again, so you can only move forward. And the thing is, bro, we just talking about finances, like, so he might got us beating finances, but he may not have, he ain't got the wisdom we got where he ain't gonna know, like, hey, bro, if you don't cut this person off, if you don't do this, you gonna end up in an early grade. Cause like one of the dudes I grew up with, man, I was trying not to say nigga, that sounded crazy. I was like, I'm gonna practice stop trying to say that so much since niggas be acting like, but that shit hard as hell. I just realized it because I was like, I know nigga like, what the hell? I was like, I just had a nigga that got. But the nigga whips, man. So I grew up with. He had all that money, bro. Well, allegedly, he really didn't have a lot of money. He was just on a good pace to, having some good money, when he got to a certain age. But because he ain't had the wisdom I had, he ended up dying early, and it didn't even matter. And Brian ain't had no estate probably set up, so it ain't no telling if the government got a hold of that money or, if his family had to go through probate or something. And that's another thing, bro, like, we gonna speak this on our lives, man, like, but we gotta make sure, man, we have our trust set up and have it written the right way And I'm learning that you supposed to
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much.
you supposed to check that, you know, like not just check, but you have to reevaluate it like every 6 months. Yeah, because you never know, like somebody you may have in your stuff may get to tripping or go on the deep end. You don't want them being in control of nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's just so much information I never knew about, bro. Because it's like. And I got so mad because I realized how poor it is to have I'm saying it backwards. I'm realizing how much it costs to have a poor mindset. I'm really realizing it now because it's like, bro, these are the type of conversations you're supposed to be having in your household, but people are always somewhere worried about gossip and talking about people. But it's like, these are the type of conversations you gotta be having, bro. Like, hey man, you know, if you got kids, you better buy their life insurance young, because you know it costs more the older you get. So it's like, you know, so even though I ain't got kids, now I know, like, oh snap, if I was a child, yeah, I gotta get on that ASAP, like get that, you know what I'm saying, like get the best policy I can get. It just showed. I just was upset, man. Like, this is the real education, bro. Like, this the real education, and I ain't never heard people talk about this, but it's like, man, I be digging for that knowledge now, bro.
Out there in open space, I think they expect to get more.
So,
especially when you're getting
and it's like another thing that pissed me off. The people that be people only it's like this in the black community. Like niggas be having information, bro, and they don't even want to give it up. They don't want to give it up, bro.
No question about it here.
Like, that shit is sad.
Able to push forward, pick up that first.
Hold on, say it again.
They keep it with Fournette on first down.
No. Let me clear that up for you. Because I see, I'm realizing I clearly wasn't being like articulate enough. I'm mad. I thought I made myself clear a few seconds ago when I said it, but hear me out on this. What I'm mad about is I just realized, like, my whole environment, man, people I was raised around, and you know, relatives and people I went to church with. It's like, man, niggas don't have the right conversations, bro. Like, that shit just make me fucking mad. Like, niggas be talking about so much bullshit, and it's like, this the kind of shit you supposed to be beating up somebody's head. Then now when you try to talk to niggas about shit, niggas be trying to, like, bro, to me this some asshole shit. If I ask you, I'm like, hey, yo, bro, how did you figure out crypto? Oh, man, there's a bunch of videos on YouTube. I ain't fucking asked you that, though. Nigga, what the fuck, you know what I'm saying? What the fuck you mean? It's a bunch of videos on YouTube, nigga. It's 1 trillion videos a day. You know what I'm saying? That's that little shit, like, you know, I ain't trying to give it up. You know, I don't want a nigga to blow past me. Like, that's that shit niggas be on, bro. Can't nobody blow past you, bro. Because for one, I gotta have the money to invest anyway, nigga. So if I ain't got it, it don't even fucking matter. You know what I'm saying? Niggas be saying little slick ass shit, let you know, man. They don't want you to blow past. So man, that shit's so real, bro. Like, yeah, bro, like it's evil as hell, bro. And I was listening to this pastor talk about that. He was like, man, we, you know, in the kingdom of God, meaning like people that call themselves Christians and people that believe in God, like, you're supposed to be the hands and feet of Jesus, meaning like, if your brother falls short, you got to put yourself in position where you can help. That's the reason why they say it's a village is if everybody in the ecosystem doing what they're supposed to do, ain't nobody got to depend on no government. But that made us feel like we got to shit on each other and all that type of stuff. So, you know, niggas be wanting to be for themselves so they can. It's a security thing, bro.
Here's Mahomes to throw.
Man, that shit made me so mad, bro. I'm like, bro, niggas died and sacrificed their whole comfort of you know how they was living because they knew so much was against us, and then for us to have the freedom to be able to read and communicate, niggas be withholding information. And then the niggas that really got the bread, they doing free YouTube streams telling all this shit that these niggas be trying to hold back and charge you for. It's a fucking shame, bro.
On first down, Mahomes.
It's like the dude I went to high school with. Nigga go to the studio with me one time. He want to rap. Then he started making beats. Nigga make 1 or 2 nice beats, and you be like, yeah, man, you alright. Nigga, take this shit to the head. Now he going around talking about something. Yeah, man, now I'm charging courses to teach niggas how to make. How you gonna charge somebody some shit and you ain't made no profit? You ain't put in years of work where you known for this shit. You trying to hustle somebody. Nigga, you's a bitch. But that's how niggas do.
Mahomes now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare completion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has.
So, and you just started on this year, you said, getting into learning that stuff?
And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion and a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or 2.
So you bought it? You bought the book?
They like to put those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
I know, that's all good, bro. I know it ain't no malice in your heart, man. That's why I had said this week, I was like, man, I'm going to call that man. He didn't call me the past 2 times. I don't want him to feel like it's his, you know what I'm saying?
Flush to his right.
Yeah, I was like, it's my turn to tap in.
There, no one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Rutgers' kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get. Keep maneuvering,
and bro, you know what I'm realizing, bro? Community starts in the mind first, meaning like you gotta be the change you want to see, and you just gotta take it one person at a time. So me and you being on the same page, we could just, you know, send each other everything we studying, and we can gradually just, you know, God, you know, send people along the way, and we can just build from there. But that we just gotta be the change we want to see. So everything I get a hold of, I'm gonna send you, vice versa. And I'm like, bro, I'm really changing my mindset, bro. I'm like, man, I'm gonna read a lot of books on this kind of stuff. I mean, because I was thinking about, like, bro, I love Jay-Z, my favorite rapper. I love Rick Ross music. I love Jeezy, and these are all entrepreneurs and businessmen, and they transcended from the streets, you know, and developed multiple empires. So it's like Nipsey Hussle as well. So it's like if you listening to this music all the time, it's nothing. I mean, technically, when you think about it, I've already done, like, you know how I'm building God Level Genius and all that, like, all that stuff just in me, period. So I was like, man, I just gotta develop more skills, you know, and get more discipline with this shit, man, because it ain't that hard, bro. It's just all about, you know, reshifting your paradigms, bro. Like, and I'm also learning about giving as well, you know, because, you know, the more, you know, God, it's only so far you gonna give with anything. Bro, I listened to this pastor, bro, Sunday. This man said something so powerful. He said, if you don't give God your 10%, that 100% that you got is already cursed. I said, bro, from this day forward, every time I get paid, bro, I'm giving up my tithes, bro. I said, I ain't never thought about it that way. And, bro, remember, I don't know if I told you this or not. But remember I told you, I said, bro, the last day of 2000 and,
just a little past there, call it the 26.
No, I said it backwards. The beginning of 2004, I sold a seed into the church, right? And I told you, you know, a couple months later, I got that random email about being on P-Valley. And I really believe it came from me setting the tone, starting the year off, sowing a seed into the kingdom of God. You know what I'm saying? And that's what, and it ain't just because I sold a seed. I put my whole royalty check into the offering plate, bro. My whole, like, all the royalty money I made that year off my music, I said, man, I'm going to just give it to God. You know what I'm saying? That's when I got that email, bro, a couple months later. That's the real, bro. But it's all about intentions as well, though. But see where my mama falls short at, like, the more I'm learning about this, she always talk about you ain't supposed to give 10%. You supposed to give what's in your heart. Yeah, that's true. You know, ain't nothing wrong with that. But the point is, man, money is a system. And God wants 10% because out of that other 90%, you got to pay bills, and He wants you to also invest your money. You niggas is just putting money in the thing, talking about some, yeah, I'm blessing the Lord, but nigga, He wants you to, you know, invest your money so you can be fruitful, because it also says in the Bible that a good man leaves behind something for his children's children. You see what I'm saying now, bro? Niggas don't really know the word, dog. Like, that's why you gotta get 10, because you gotta break up that other percentage. Every time you get paid, you supposed to invest your money. Niggas just spend their money or just put a little bit in the church and think that's no, nigga. That's why I said I was mad, bro. I'm like, bro, I'm starting to get it now. Money is a system, bro. It's a tool. You just gotta know how to use it. That's the difference between a lot of niggas who got wealth and a lot of niggas that's well off. They understand the psychology of money.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now.
Bro, if your money, if you got a job and you ain't investing your money, you still broke.
And making it work.
Your money has to, yeah, exactly. Your money has to be employed. Your money gotta have a job too. So if your money not working, you ain't working. Now I get it, bro. And I'm like, man, nigga, that shit got me pissed, dog. I was so mad. I think that's why I had a headache like the past couple of days, bro. I'm like, fuck, man. I done wasted so much fucking time, dude. Because ain't nobody never tell me this shit.
And letting your defense rest on the sidelines.
Huh?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. Flushed out right. St. Brown has it near the sideline.
Yeah, man, and it's like,
it's 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking
bro,
for any help,
this nigga was acting like having $600,000, no, $60,000 in retirement. That still ain't no money. I'm like, bruh, I don't even know niggas that got 1,000.
Looking to throw is Mahomes.
Bro, my mindset got really changed, bro, like, over the past, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, maybe I needed to sit down the way I've been sitting down, because God was like, eventually he gonna get to this, you know what I'm saying? Because, man, bro, and bro, somebody like you, man, you already smart, so it's like, now that you know this information, like, bro, this is the real $1 million worth of game.
They'll bring a tight end in motion.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Niggas be investing their money, but niggas don't even be, you know, giving back to the kingdom of God and all that type of stuff. I used to not even understand. You know, I used to be like that. So I'm like, man, bro, I don't know what they doing with that money. But it's so many different churches, and it's certain churches, man, like, they really helping the community. Like, when emergencies happen, you know what I'm saying? They got different, they have different resources that they use. You know what I'm saying? They're using that from the money that people put in the church. You know what I'm saying? But some of these churches not ran right, but the churches I'm listening to, you know, they got that type of stuff. And it just showed me like how much poverty is within the churches as well, man. It is, bro, I'm telling you, man, this shit just blew my fucking mind open, bro. But I know that's a part of growth, you know what I'm saying? Like, you need to experience stuff like that to let you know. It's like, man, bro, if I knew what I knew, bro, a couple of years ago.
That's complete right around the 8.
You know, man.
Able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little game.
That's all good, but that was crazy.
Second and goal. Being the perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
Yeah, man, because I want more in my life. And you know what I'm saying? I also, you know what I'm saying? It's certain things I'm a achieve, but I always say in the back of my mind, like, man, bro, I ain't trying to be the one that touch it, bro. And pause and end up losing it all.
You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because it's important, because that's a sin in itself. Because that means you ain't do the knowledge. You know what I'm saying? You gotta. I want to have the wisdom as well to. Hold on, bro.
Means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your
playbook
the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
All right. So I was like, you know, bro, I wouldn't even have this conversation with you, bro. Like, if I ain't feel like it won't fall on deaf ears, man. But especially you see how mad I am. Like, bro, I'm talking about, bro, I was fucking mad, bro, because I'm like, the first thing this man said, bro, he said, hold me accountable. Everybody in the audience like, huh? He said, if someone have a conversation with you and you ain't learning something from it, they didn't just wasted your time. And what did I done told you time and time again, bro, as of late? Why I ain't return certain people phone calls and shit like that? Because I'm like, bro, you niggas is predictable. And look how everything keep correlating, bro. That's the first thing that man said. He said, by the end of this, if you ain't learned something, I wasted your time and you need to hold me accountable. This nigga changed my life, bro, and I don't even know him. If I meet that man, I owe that man some money, dog, or something. Cause it's like, bro, I just wish I knew this. I wish I could say somebody tried to tell me this and I wasn't listening. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the type of shit you be expecting niggas to say in a course. And he's saying this, you know, in the church because he know his blessing is going, you know what I'm saying? He's already been blessed and he know that's part of his obligation from God to give it back to the kingdom. So that's why I said I'm going to call my bro as well and tell him the same thing because I know you out here trying, man, you know what I'm saying? And you doing the best you can, but it's like, man, bro, we gotta be more careful, man, what we doing with these coins, bro, because it will multiply, man, if we apply the right philosophy, man. You know, God's word. We just gotta move by how God say. So I was like, the only thing I'm confused about, bro, and I'm gonna let you rock out. But the only thing I'm confused on, I'm like, dang, do I supposed to give, like, every time I get paid, or is it just, like, when I get, like, just say you be like, hey, bro, here $10. I'm being for real. I ain't trying to be funny. I just want to know, like, do I do it with every little payment, or is it, like, because I know, like, when I got my check from, for example, when I got my check from P Valley, I know I'm supposed to put that in the, I know I'm supposed to put some of that in the joint, bro.
Making a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up second down. No, third down.
So it looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit.
But nah, I'm saying, like, I ain't on no salary. Like you get paid every, what, 2 weeks or something?
From the shotgun, here's Herbert.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say, not trying to be in your business, but I was just trying to prove a point. Like, I'm saying, like, if you get paid every 2 weeks, you know, like, all right, I gotta take that cut out. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, nigga, my money is, nigga, my money like an unexpected weather change. You know, for now, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, but I do get paid. You know, I get a certain check every quarter. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, from now on. Now that I know this, man, because I know you were supposed to get your time, but I wasn't really like, I really wasn't like, I guess you say I wasn't renewed in my spirit where I was like really moving faithfully, but it's like, I'm really finna like move how I supposed to move, man, because I got the knowledge, man, and I know now, if I don't want to do it, it's like, nigga, this shit cursed. I'm gonna curse the money anyway. So now I know that, bro. Like it put a bro, it felt like a dagger went through my heart, dog. I'm like, dang, maybe that's why I hurt my ankle that day.
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now,
hey, did you hear about that?
His team talking about it to each other, supporting each other.
I thought it's been a longer time since we spoke.
Everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through.
Dang, it ain't been that long. Well, at least he was on my mind, bro. Cause I was like, bro, I feel like I ain't talking that thing in 4 weeks.
Pacheco gets it again on second down.
Oh, that ain't bad. Nigga, I shouldn't even hit you up.
Past the 45 before being tackled. 72 yards on the ground for him.
I don't know why. I was like, damn, this nigga gonna think I don't fuck with him. I'm gonna hit this nigga up. Oh, shit. Nah, it really hadn't been that long. I just thought about it because your girl was just coming home from work one day. Yeah, dang, I'm tripping. Well, it's all good because I need to tell you this anyway. Yeah, because I was just like, man, I'm going to tell all my partners about this, man. Like, we finna do better, bro.
Inside the 20. And he's going to get this all the way down to the 2 before he's wrestled out. A big play there for KC. And even 50 yards.
Oh, man. Disappointment that he couldn't finish that off in the end zone. What an effort there.
Bro, it ain't no big deal, bro. It's not like I was texting you like, is there anything you need to tell me?
Just short. But a huge play there. Going to set him up with first and goal from very short range.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown. Travis Kelce with career touchdown number 125, moving him into a tie with Walter Payton on the all-time list. And the Chiefs are looking to make it 2 straight.
Man, bro, it's crazy how we both in synchronicity, bro, without even... Like, you didn't know I was going to hit you up about this.
Into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now. They've ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Bro, that's just crazy. This was meant to be, bro.
Now up to 14.
And he also said you got to find somebody to hold you accountable. So I'm like, man, I don't know who to tell this to. But I did say I'm going to call my cousin and make my beats. I'm going to just ask him what's his process with his money. I ain't going to like... I'm going to just see what he say to see how much lines up with what I've been studying. Because, man, it's just important, man, to pick other people's brains apart as well, man, because you never know when we may come across, you know, that, be like, hey, yo, you might want to look into this too, you know what I'm saying? But I mean that, bro. I'm going to be God level on every facet, bro. I'm not finna stress over money, and I ain't finna let money, you know what I'm saying, control me. I'm gonna put my money gonna have a job just like I gotta have a job, you know? And You know, because God gonna multiply everything tenfold when you show him, you know what I'm saying, you on the right page, you know, with what he stands for when it comes to this, you know. It's amazing though, bro, but I was just like, bro, I just didn't know this information, bro. And, I'm about to find this. I'm finna look up all the best books, you know, about finances, man, and ask around. That's all I'm finna read, bro.
So possession goes over.
Oh yeah, I was gonna bring them up too. I was gonna say I done watched a couple of their episodes, but I don't think I came across the right ones because they be talking about some shit. I be like, bro, I ain't even in y'all niggas league.
Time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away. First downs, they can't touch the ball.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey.
Yeah, bro, I need some super like small steps.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be second and a couple. Inside handoff now to Fournette.
What's that?
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
What?
Run it again with Fournette. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line.
Bro, what's up with you in this 21? That must mean you finna get $2,100 out of nowhere.
When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad play.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive.
Yeah, man. Shit, man. But there's so many different ways, you know. And they was talking about that real estate stuff. And now my cousin, she sell real estate, and it ain't all what it's cracked up to be, because I know, man. Yeah, bro, because like it'd be some long droughts, you know. But you know when you hit, you know. But I mean, you shouldn't even say that, because that's like that with anything, you know. Like even in life, even if you got money, that don't mean your life gonna be amazing. A lot of niggas that killed themselves and had more money they could ever spend. So it ain't about that, but it's like, you know, like I know my why I want money. I want to be able to, you know what I'm saying, go places, you know, that I want to go and not have to think about it. And I also want to, you know what I'm saying, be able to give back to people and do things for them that I enjoy in my life, and it don't be hurting my pockets, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's shit like that get me excited to want to, you know, get to this chili.
And he's brought down. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense, because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
A good chance now to put this game on ice.
Yeah, man. Like my uncle, bro. Man, my uncle in California, man, he did all kind of investments. And
throwing now is Mahomes.
He got money from his investments, and even, you know, when he had a bad fall in school, filed a lawsuit, got a lot of money off debt, but he still always gave. He was a cheerful giver, and the Bible talk about that.
as they add on to their
So
lead.
I think, I think, you know, it's the same with even people that don't believe in God or Christians or whatever. A lot of those people still give a lot. So that's just a part of the language of money. Like, that's why I was like, it's a language, bro. It's just like anything else. Like, if you a rapper, you talk a certain way. If you a drug dealer, it's a language that they speak in. You got to understand the language of money. And that's what I'm learning. A lot of people know how to get it, but they don't know how to groom it and grow it and make it, you know what I'm saying, become an asset to them.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
That's the difference, bro. That I'm learning from studying. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be, shit, man. I said, bro, this time I got now, that's all I'm finna be doing, man. I done play. I'll be playing this stuff over and over, bro. I wanted to be like deep into my brain, bro. Falls, you know, that I got it. You know, I got it figured out. But when they come to them stocks and all that kind of shit, I don't know about this shit, man. I gotta figure out all that. That right there, but that's a long-term play. That's a long-term play. That ain't nothing you just, you know.
I go with what you say, my man.
88 yards rushing now for the
yeah, you know, it ain't no quick return, you know, and that's another thing with money. It's a seed, bro. The real money, at least. All that stuff is seed, and you gotta plant it, you know,
on first down, they go
to grow.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
So
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, man. So when you so Dave Ramsey the only person you be listening to?
7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef.
Yeah, they're real popular.
But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. He's got Allen. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that's going to lead to a third.
Yeah, bro, they're like a soap opera that's like 60 seasons in. You like, bro, who the hell is Diego?
To keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
What?
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Throw left side, completion to Rice. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be 4th down. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. And this has no chance. It's no good. Well, wide to the left.
But that go back to what the Bible say, bro. Like, how people, you know, perish for lack of knowledge. Like, that's crazy. You shouldn't care what nobody look like when they trying to give you some knowledge on money. It ain't gonna even, all you gotta do is listen. Yeah, all you gotta do is listen. It ain't like the nigga say, hey, wear a suit and drop down and give me 50 or some shit. I don't know. Nigga is just talking. All you gotta do is listen. That's crazy.
Here's Herbert. Going down the middle, and it's complete.
Well, hey, man, Harriet Tubman said she could have freed more slaves if they knew they were slaves. So that lets you know it's the same with that. But then as soon as you get a hold of something, you know, you move it a certain way, you'll be like, damn, Lord, let me hold some.
Past the 50. 10 more there and another first down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably
niggas want to see the results ASAP, man.
Some kind of a moral victory.
But even Noah told niggas it was gonna rain and they ain't believe him till, you know, they got flooded.
Downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss. And
got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. 48 yards. And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Yeah, but it is a good return. Yeah, but you know, if you can get on the other side, that return is a motherfucker. But it took a long time to get to it.
And the Chiefs are going to make the recap. And it's out. He put it on the carpet and picked up by the Chargers. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Now, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is
man. Shit.
I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number.
But it's been so much bad education, bro. Like that's another reason why, man. It's like, if it wasn't for the internet, a lot of people wouldn't know about some of the shit we hear about unless you lived in these places.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
You know what I'm saying? And
Trent McDuffie with a pick.
And just knew ahead of time, you know.
Once again, with a football at their own 20-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was
due to who he was affiliated with.
Unfortunately for them, it turned out to be.
Now I show you why it's important to just beat different people, because you just never know who may have that information that'll blow your mind, bro.
Give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout. And they come up with the interception in the end zone.
So many people be in a little competition, man. That's what had me pissed off, though, bro. Because there's somebody I know. I was trying to ask them some information about how they do with their investments. And you could just tell, man, they was trying to watch their words carefully. They ain't just say, "Oh, all I did was da 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 da." Talking about some, oh yeah, well, I got an uncle, he do this, and the auntie. And it's like, nigga, I'm asking what you do though.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball.
Man, and then this dude, I'm listening to, man, he just telling it, bro. I was like, it's all good though, man. Like, if you moving that way, that just must mean you view me as a threat too, you know, because. Bro, I'm not in this to be better than you and say I got this and you don't. I don't, you know, because I don't know what you had to do to get it, and I don't know, you know, what's down the line. Everybody be thinking they got a plan. You don't know. You may end up and drop dead out of nowhere. It ain't gonna mean shit.
Eluding the pressure right.
Exactly. My mama stay on me about that. Yep.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Hey, man, that show you a wise man to even think like that, bro.
Interesting. Mahomes wants to throw it. He finds his man complete. It's Rice. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts.
Yeah, man.
They'll head to the sideline. And
your rep wasn't nowhere near how my little cousin was, man. We thought she got shot.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the
33. Man, yeah, her whole face was bloody.
Now Mahomes.
Yeah, this was last year.
It's Kelsey on the ground.
But you know, they was always making fun of me not having, you know, my situation with driving. But you saw what happened, you know what I'm saying? But they ain't never put that together though. They probably ain't never think that could have been a sign like you better stop talking about folks, you know? You gotta be careful, man, when you put your mouth on. And also, you know, God got different ways of trying to get our attention as well.
And again, it's Mahomes. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey.
Yeah, and also, man, sometimes things just happen, bro. You know, all the time it ain't even because you did something wrong. Sometimes God just want to show you He God and show you like, hey, I'm still your boy, because you know what I'm saying. That could have went somewhere else, but I'm glad it wasn't nothing too crazy. But, man, I kid you not, bro. When you had that situation, it was so many people I know, man, having car trouble, bro.
On second down now, Irving. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Chargers going to use their third and
it was a dude from the church my mama go to.
90 seconds to go in the ball.
That nigga got ran off the road, and when they saw he was good, they kept going.
Mahomes going to throw it here. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
You know,
to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight
back to what you said, bro. Like,
he was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he
thinking you got shit planned out. My mama always say, if the Lord say the same, I see you on Tuesday. Or something like that. Because she know, man, tomorrow ain't promised.
Going to throw. Flush to his right. And he just
I don't be sitting around, man, thinking, trying to think nothing negative, but you know, I'm wise enough to understand, man. Anything can go down, bro.
And in the end, he's just got to throw it away.
Even when the worst thing happen, I think the best thing can happen because I just see how God be moving.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. This is caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelsey, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs tack on another score as they have dominated this 4th quarter. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Butker on for the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns.
You know, man, like they say. The more you know. Man, so how long is it gonna be before you get that new position?
21 points. That time a 9-play drive. And it culminates in a Travis Kelsey touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Okay. Oh, man, congratulations on that, man. Every time I call you, man, you got a new opportunity.
The Charger offense making their way back out there. And they unfortunately
are staring at these
losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Yeah, you told me this before.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Mason. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Damn.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down.
You doing your thing, man.
Here's Herbert. Wide open receiver complete. Now they got to get to the line quickly. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for the Chiefs, they continue to rack up the victories as this one moves them to 13 and 2 on the year.
Wow.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com.
Yeah,
With that, we say
you kind of went out. You say, yeah, I'm going to work as hard as I can. Yeah, definitely. Damn. This shit's so real, man. Bro, you stay having money fall in your lap. Oh, nah, I understand, bro. At the job, wow. Well, we know. Yeah, man, because